on, vapors? Vaping Cowboy. I'm here again with another video for you to enjoy. This one's gonna be real quick and simple. It's just a up-close review of a company that we've had the tank for a while. Must be about, I don't know, about 4 months now. And the company is called Phiniac, and you can see them at Phiniac.com. They make all sorts of different customizable tanks to suit your needs or whatever personality you have. They got sandblasted tanks. They got all sorts of things. I'll get up and close with the tank, and then we'll move over to the computer, and then I'll just read off a bunch of the tanks they have. And I believe they have varying sizes as well. And so we'll just get to it. Take a quick vape, and we'll go up close. Alright, so here we ordered this tank from Phiniac.com. This is the fiance's tank. We love pit bulls, and I found a tank that suited her needs. And so when it came in in this nice little pouch here. And then inside the pouch you got their little calling card. And then it just states a few things here about the O-ring, and like the inner and outer O-rings are the same size. The inner O-ring is softer, shinier O-ring. The outer O-ring is stiffer, duller O-ring. On a skinny Phini tank, the outer O-ring is smaller of the two O-rings. So, and then these do come with extra O-rings. We've used them up, so, but you know, nice little pleather bag. But this is the tank that we're looking here. Here, let's see if I can get a close up of it. The light is kind of trying a new light setup. But yeah, on the picture here, it's a picture of a pit bull, and my camera's not focusing, so back out a little bit. But yeah, it's a picture of a pit bull. It's in orange. You're not really gonna be able to see this. But it's a sandblast. It's a sandblasted. This is all sandblasted here. But this is a 19mm tank, and this is a Cardo tank. It's really well made. It's really it stands up to all the juices, like the cinnamons and stuff that are known to break or crack tanks. This stands up to them. So it's just got your top and bottom cap. It's got your inner O-rings, and then it's got O-rings around the. It's got O-rings. You're not gonna be able to see that really because it's on a black table here. But this is the O-ring here, and then there's an O-ring in the center in here. But yeah, and then you just put your Cardo in there and fill her up, and then you can vape on her. This one is a punched Cardo that's in here. I believe this is the one that she did order with it. So yeah, it's just your standard 19mm Cardo tank with the sandblasted picture, and they got all sorts of stuff. And when we move over to the computer, then I'll run down what they have, and then you know, you can go to their website. It's phiniac.com. I'll have a description down in the description box, so link straight to their website. So we'll go back out to normal view, and then I'll talk a little bit about this tank and my personal experiences with it. Alright, we're back out in normal view here. So I'm just going to go a little bit over their website here. And like I said, I'm going to have I'll have their website in the description box, so if you want to check them out. But they have all sorts of stuff when it comes to tanks, because that's basically all that they're about. They're all about the tanks. They're all the glass items found on the website are made in the USA, and they are based out of Montana. They're actually in Kalispell. I don't know how to say it, so Kalispell. Well, anyway, they're in Montana. So if you're in the area, you can stop by and check them out. All their caps for their tanks are machined locally in Montana. There is what they say. So I'm not so sure about the glass, but their top and bottom caps are. But yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to tanks and stuff like that. They got the original the Phiniac tank. Then they have the skinny Finny. Then they have the Phiniac. Those are drip tips. Custom drip tips, it looks like. And then they have they're called fin tins. I believe you can make mods out of those, if I'm not mistaken. But they have just a whole assortment of designs, and their tins are $10 each. The tank that the fiance bought, it was $44 for the tank. You know, it's a little bit up there for just a single tank, but the way you can customize it, it is a pretty good deal. They got drip tips, they got rebuildable atomizers, they got pro tanks that you can, the glass that you can customize as well. The tools and accessories, anodized titanium, the drip tips and the caps as well. They have wood holders, they have tank caps, and then they also have a clearance section. And then they also have the tank reviews. I don't know if it's just from them reviewing. When I first was searching for a tank for the fiance, a really good one, the reviews they had was from the company themselves. And these things they can take a beating. But just remember, you know, it is glass, so they will break if you try and test them out too much. But I believe one of the guys did a 6-foot drop on the concrete, I believe is what it was, and it didn't break or anything. So they're very durable. So I mean, they got all sorts of stuff. Here, let me go to. I'll go to the Phiniac Tank. You know, under the Phiniac Tank, they got sandblasted tanks. They have they're called Phiniac Frosties. It's where the glass is frosted and you can have designs in them. The ones they're showing, they have animals on them. And then they have just the bare, essential naked tanks. They're just colored, or you can have them clear. Then they have textured tanks. Those are pretty cool. The ones that I really thought were really neat and unique are the hand-blown tanks, and they got all sorts of funky designs for those. So, but they got everything for what you need, especially when it comes to tank related. If you're looking for a cardo tank, or you know, like if you want to have your pro tank a little bit customized. And then they also sell like the V2 cartomizer punch. It comes on a lanyard, so you can just stick your cartomizer in there and twist it down, and it'll punch it for you on the go. So, but yeah, very, very wonderful tanks. The one thing I do have, and you know, some people might say it's not a big deal, but to me it is, and I have to mention it. I did contact them and told them, you know, can we get some more O-rings, because we can't get the cardo in without tearing the O-ring. And then he's like, well, you can buy our they have I can't think of it right now. Anyway, it's like a drip tip, but it helps you put your cartomizer in, so it doesn't tear the O-ring, the inside O-ring. Well, negative is because it didn't specify that on any of the pages that I looked at when I was in the process of ordering or looking through. So that's a negative in my book. just a little bit I dealt with him through email. The person didn't seem very very thrilled with when I brought this issue up to him or her. I don't know who it was, but yeah, if you're gonna be selling, this is what he stated, that they make the O-rings extra tight so they don't leak. I understand that. You know, I'm all for not leaking tanks. I mean, we don't want leaks coming on our clothes or on our devices or in our mouth, and you know, I understand that, but you know, specify, or if you buy a tank, state it on your website. You're gonna need the cartomizer insert tool to get around the O-ring so it doesn't tear them up. I'm sorry, but the person wasn't very pleasant to me. So, and that's my personal experience. Other people might have better experiences, but the experience I had, the person didn't really care. So, I had to put that out there. That is a big negative in my book, and just that little interaction, I will not be ordering from them again. But as I stated before, they make really good tanks. It's just, you know, the little qualm I have about that is, you know, he didn't have very good customer service, in my opinion. So, but yeah, it's, you know, the pitbull on the tank there itself is, you know, the fiance loved it, but she just wished that she could have used it all the time. So in the box it sits, but yeah, there you have it. Phiniac.com, Phiniac Tank. Good design, good quality, poor customer service. That's all I got to say about that. So on to the next. I'm gonna try do another video next week, probably the beginning of next week, because not this weekend, but the following weekend is when I get married. So I'll try my best to get another video up before I get married. So just remember, keep vaping hard, my friends. We'll see you again.